did you get to that point without full mythics? Let's try to understand what's happening. This is giving us a view on the meta, what other people do, and if it's good. Like if he's reaching 9 winners with that team buying XP, maybe we should start doing that. Now, okay, guys, there's another ring, obsidian earring, but I don't think I'll buy this one. He revived Heaven many times. Okay, so he's good. Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, in many matches he did revive my Heaven, and she was only then able to cast the ulti and save us. So you can test and validate, but what if I can just abandon from the top, right? And say, prove me wrong. Of course you will do Wilder Swifty, and that's exactly what I was thinking about. The other choice is to try a Crystal Cell, because it's another one of those where I'm not really strong, so I could try experience because I see there's a Grave Star this time, instead of usual bad ones. So I could try my Igor Cell run, where you play the Pale Crown comp, but you just play with the Igor Crystal Cell in front of the team comp. You can't use Igor to protect anymore, but you get the 25% bonus damage on all of your allies. What does Crystal do? Yeah, this defense, and then all of your team has 25% bonus damage as long as the ally with the defense is still alive. And if you play Igor in front, he's always the last one to go down. So the 25% bonus damage on your allies is always active on the other Graveborns. You just play a Pale Crown run without a Pale Crown, basically. You still do the usual things. On 24 XP, the buffed ally gains a shield every 12 seconds, absorbing 25% of the max HP for 6 seconds. So it's even more unkillable. Although that usually doesn't come into play, because if you reach that point, it means your Igor is alone, and that's only going to matter when it's Igor against Igor, and then the shield makes it so that you win the matchup. Otherwise, if it's your Igor escaping from 2 or 3 people, whether he dies or not, with the new draw rule, you lose anyway. So it doesn't matter if he gains a shield and stays alive. In the past, this would mean many draws where you could have lost, but this made you draw. Now you would lose anyway, unless it's a one-on-one, right? I'm finally rank 1 on your server. Good job, Badax. You showed them. You showed them how it's done. By the way, I used to fight a lot of Cypher comps in my server. I don't see you anymore, Cypher. Did you play less after the patch, or did you just lose so much that your comp never shows up? I can't believe you lost. You were gaining rating. After all that being said, I'm gonna pick a Swifty book on Wilders. Because it's just too strong. Rank 1 of district is CCM. Not sure of the name. He has 5000 MMR. Alright. Don't worry, you'll get there. He'll stop playing, and sooner or later you'll be there. One day you won't even notice and you'll be rank 1. Yeah, that's what I meant. Guys, when I said it happens to me, that's exactly what I meant. I now have to random, and sometimes it happens when I don't have 18 anymore and I have to play with 3 or 4. So now I have to random and see what comes up. I guess we'll play with... I mean, it's not bad. There's 3 aggressive units. I think this is strong, actually. But I don't like the fact that I have to waste 18 and buy Wilders later on. I lost all up to 7 spot in district all the way, and you were, what, 4 or 5? I don't remember where you were. Bone Scroll, the worst matchup in the world. To kick things off, I just said we had a bunch of aggressive units. Guess what you do with aggressive units? When your opponent is on Bone Scroll, you do nothing. That's what you do. You do nothing, absolutely. The name is CCM. You sometimes fight him. I don't remember a CCM guy, but okay. Ouch. This guy has Dagger Set and Ring Coco. And I think I have to put down a Granny on the right. So I guess I want to play with a set of my own. I'm obviously weaker than this because I don't have a dagger and I don't have a bone scroll saving me. But I don't think I can do much else. My Brian is still gonna attack on the right, yeah. There's no chance for my Brian to kill this guy very quickly. So we can't even proc the bone scroll early. We're just in a very bad spot from this guy. I don't know, cross my fingers. You were not that high? Then why did you say you lost your way down to number 7? What was, like, you were number 6? Then it's not even that bad. If you were 6 and you're 7 now, it's okay. You can get it back. Okay, the healing comes through a little bit late, I have to say. We're fighting 4v3. But Mary Lee is a light bearer against a bunch of maulers. We do have a chance. Now, she's about to die, right? So we don't have a chance anymore. I think. Yeah, and Hewen is down. Yeah, okay. Dead. So the first round screwing me up because we found bad team comp and we found the perfect counter. And in the beginning, what can you do? Like, you only get a few chances to play with your team comp. So this might be one of those where Swifty is very OP, but it's one of those where I got screwed by RNG. Like, not Wilder. There's nothing I can do other than click on this. Now I get this. Okay, it's 5 at least, right? Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There's 5 at least. I only have coins for 1 item. Do I even want those? If it was a ring, I would insta-click on the ring. Although these items, I don't think we want. I'll keep my coins. It was a joke. You were saying I was losing, but I've been winning more and more. Last week, I was sub 1,000. Now I'm over 1,300. Oh, okay. I figured it. You were like, I told you, it's impossible. You were winning. How come you? I don't see your comps anymore. Are you now losing? That was like a, you know what I mean, right? It was like, what's happening? Are you now losing that I don't see your comps anymore? I don't know that I should hide or support. It's difficult. I should probably hide. Just because there's an aggressive lineup there. Oh, and they have a Vala. Shit. Yeah, I could do this because the damage goes out very quickly, and then even if she kills my Brian, it's kind of okay. He did the job. I don't want to give Vala the Arden because he's too squishy and needs time to charge up. There's also a simple bow. Fuck that. That's too much damage. And the Hewen has the ring, so they get to heal before we do. Merrily, okay. This guy is stacking up on early game. Oh, it's ABT again. Okay, so the only chance we have is for Granny to be super tanky. The other way I could do is to try and do this, for example, and jump here on this girl. Maybe I get something done by aggressively attacking the backline. I will try this one. What's the downside of hiding Hewen? Downside is that she is a bit distant from the front line, and there's no path towards the back here. She can't move from there. She's literally stuck here. So if she had to heal somebody else in front or move, she can't move. Whereas if you put her down there, she's still pretty much protected because there's a unit in front and a unit in the back. So there's very little chance for the opponents to actually target her. And she can move. Although hiding means she's probably the latest target, right? The last target that they will go for. This, however, didn't work out in my favor. The Flame Orb is just becoming too strong in this meta. After patch, I think Flame Orb. Look, guys, I insta pick Swifty Wilders. I get screwed match 1 and 2, and now we're losing. I don't even know that I buy those. I mean, maybe this guy. Ultra losing. Okay, let's buy this guy. Okay, let's buy it again. Can I see a Brian? That's the only thing that would save me. Or a ring. 250 energy. Or a Leaf of Life, so that I can be sure I don't lose the round. Right, Moss? If I buy a leaf for my Hewin, I'm 100% sure. Does Hewin heal as a range? The rain, no, is wide. But the normal spell, this one, Hewin heals an ally, this one, for a small amount of HP. I think this got a range. We will check it in a second. So here's the human. We could also buy 2. Let me see. What if I buy a bow for Brian and or Laika or Arden, because he's legendary, and a Leaf of Life for my Granny. I do that because I'm losing, so I really need all the power I can get. Let's check on the resonating hall for Hewin. The heal does have a 4 skill range. Tiles 4. So she can't heal from one side of the screen to the other, I guess. Auto progress completed. Why is there an exclam here? Yep. Pretty bad, huh? Cross my fingers. I learned another thing today. Yep. Skills do have range, and sometimes they're also even stranger than that one. So 4 is pretty big, right? But I guess if you play Sylvina, she jumps there. Here, Hewin is there. She can't just heal a Sylvina if she takes a hit. And the fact that the path is drawn very badly in the map that we just saw, it makes it so that... By the way, Art of Ruling. How much are we fucked by in a scale from 1 to 10? It's Mauler's Art of Ruling. I think we are fucked a full 9 here. Got it. I think that's a full 9. Are you calling me? Especially because nobody's gonna stop Smokey. Oh yes, Granny. Oh, that's Santandra. She stands still. Granny shows up, and on the entangle, Granny will stop the Smokey because she's 1 square. Yeah, she's 1 square on top. So she can entangle and immobilize the Smoky. Yep. And stun him. So we were lucky there. Plus entanglement from Arden. Plus, now that I notice, Swifty Book can also stop the Smoky. So a bunch of things turned out to be good in our favor here. Pretty cool. What's that? Oh, the usual unkillable Entandra that we're gonna kill. Yeah. Undefeated. Right. My leaf of life is definitely. Have you tried putting 5 leaves of lives on people and just going nuts? This is dual store level 3. I hope I can see a gaze, and that would save my run. If I see a gaze, my run is saved. Now, that's a Florabelle, it's not a gaze, and that's a Bone Amulet, and it's not a gaze. But I still think I buy those. So this is Bone Arden. And then do we Flora over Leica, for example? I know that early game Leica performs better, but if you manage to reach the ulti with a Flora, you win unwinnable matchups. I think I'm giving up on this chance to play Sylvina. I'm buying the Flora now. I can still decide whether I want it or not there. I will move the bow to Brian now that I know, yeah, he's range 5. I know that I might be swapping in or out one of these two. So I don't want to have a bow here and then I decide to put down Flora, right? We cross our fingers and we hope that Gaze shows up on the next shop. I tried 3 with Sensor and it worked. Is me or Leica is super bad? No, she's not super bad. Especially early game, Leica is definitely a good hero. There's a chance they play Sylvina, but there's a higher chance we're gonna get frozen. Our little pink ass is gonna get frozen by Carolina. What do we do to handle that?
Got it. The world has its own rules.
I guess I want to be as spread out as possible for the freeze to only hit one of the 2 sides. When Carolina freezes, I want the freeze to hit either the left or the right, but not all my carries in at once, because the freeze stops a unit but also slows down the other ones in AoE. So if Brian gets frozen, there's a freezing area right there. I want the other guys to be out of the frozen area. So I will probably just put Hewen and Flora somewhere else. Oh, they also have a random Miracle right there. This doesn't seem scary, which makes me think if they won the round and on 17 XP, there's 2 legendaries coming in. There's 2 freaking legendaries coming in now.
Are you calling me? Well?
I will do this. And I hope it's gonna be enough. I think this Torrent will die very quickly and then resurrect. The thing is, will we be able to access the backline through Arden Flora or not? I had 8 win Oracle yesterday. Should have been 9. Oh, okay, but there's something that happened to you that made it an 8. I can relate to that. It does happen. Oh, they had, I didn't even notice, they had a random Valiant. Turtle coming in with a raid, hello! How are you doing, Turtlers? What's up? Here's a ring. I'm not sure about this Brian. I want to move Brian away, like away, play Parisa Flora, for example. But Brian is already legendary, so there's a way we could use it. There's also a nice exquisite leather here. We're not seeing Geyser power, and even if we are, we can move the ring on Florabelle. So I think this has to be bought. Then we buy one Granny, because she's closer to Mythic this way. And we try to move on, leave the brown at home. We will buy Geyser Power, Hewin, Grannies, probably Floras. That's what I'm looking for. I went too aggressive, going all in on attack speed. Should have used some defensive equipment. Oh yeah, when you play Oracle Laika, she already boosts all your allies. If you put something defensive and you have a good Hewin, you're in for a good one, I think. Here's the Wilder pack that I can't afford. Here's the Damien, which could be useful in some occasions. There's matchups where Granny double healer is all you need. Although I would have to leave a Flora at home, so I don't know about that one. Gaze, finally, okay. We got rewarded a little bit by this Gaze power. Now I know what I'm doing for sure. I'll keep this Wilder pack because first of all it can give me an upgrade here, but also here, and then I'll buy a Granny next round. So if I manage to win, this is not even bad, right? There's a good chance that it gives me at least one of the good units. Also Flora I don't mind. So it's okay to keep it, I think. Yeah, this is my lineup. Hi Turtle. I think the raid alert did not show up. Wishing you an awesome stream. Going for a walk. The raid alert did not show up. Did you guys see the parachutes or not? I think I had it on auto, but maybe alert. It should be up on top of my head, but maybe I have to fix it. Sorry, I did hear though, and thank you for the raid. Wishing you an awesome stream. Going for a walk, of course. Of course, thank you very much. Have fun in your walking session. You are very good at going for walks every day. That's a good habit. Good for you. We try to go to the gym in the morning, but also the evening walk is a very cool thing to do. This might be a little bit better. I think what happened was I raid, then I closed my live stream too fast. So I think, oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe you lost the alert, but it wasn't lost in general. You didn't see that. I hope it's still up on stream though. I have a problem. There might be a Sylvina and she might be jumping on my Hewin because I have no way of hiding. Literally. The only way I have of hiding is by putting my my Hewin on top there. And I don't know that is good. Do I risk it, guys? Do I risk it? I see the raid message. Said he's raiding with a party of 19. Okay, cool. Darrell still says you're streaming. I see you with 21 people in my followed channels. Alright, there might be something going on there. Right, Moz, what could possibly go wrong with the Hewin on top there? But I'm crazy, I will do that. You see, I did manage to hide from a freaking Sylvina jump. Now, I might lose or win, I don't care. The play was big brain, 5 head, 300 IQ. You can't say anything different. That was literally the only spot in the map where Sylvina could not jump on me. Yeah, okay, you just had to refresh. Nice. So guys, these kind of plays only on my channel. You saw it here first. Alright, there's more and more Wilders. My items aren't as bad at this point. I will try to Gamba. Oh. Okay, second Gamba. A little bit worse. So we're still gonna go Mythic Granny like this. And by the way, Moz, Leaf is winning. Do I actually buy? You know, guys, this is one of those chances. I'm gonna take a screenshot here. I'm gonna take a screenshot because I believe this is the time where even if you're middle game, you do go on and purchase the 15 XP. So this is gonna be 15, so XP 15 worth. I save it. I think that's a spot where Lely for president. Oh yeah, that's the only thing you're missing in your life. Let me tell you. Can you imagine, with all the time I take to make decisions on a video game, can you imagine me being the president of something? If I purchase XP, I get the stun on adjacent enemies for 2 seconds after being teleported. That's so strong, and I'm on 1 apple, that I think it's worth the 15 coins. I'm gonna go as far as saying it's worth it. The only thing I can see is, what if I sell Laika and Damin? I get 6 coins, I roll for an Hewin, and Legendary Hewin is also a very good upgrade. And that is more important than some XP, because the Legendary Hewin would also give me 24. So the thing is, if I start rolling, I do lock myself into I have to sell those two to buy this one if I don't see the Hewin. But I think it's the correct play. Look for Hewin. If you don't find, so we sell these anyhow. This has gotta go and this has gotta go. That's my team comp. We have more than 15. If I see Hewin, I click on Hewin. Otherwise, we buy the XP. Okay, after all this, the game gave me Hewin. Fuck you. I mean, for once that I can do the play of buying this card before, the shop actually gives me Hewin. And now, of course, I don't need to because I'm on 24 anyway. Whatever. It was the correct play, I think. Only on this channel. I'm gonna have to start, how do you say it? I'm gonna have to start putting my brand on plays like this. Alright, another Flame Orb. This is where we will really see if a Leaf of Life is good enough.
Get behind me, children.
Is a leaf good enough in your life? Here's the question.
Got it.
Is the leaf good enough in your life? Sylvina is actually jumping on my granny. I've never seen something like that. I am glad it exists,
Well,
and I will move on the right and call it a day. Correct? Please do jump. Cold Dagger, I don't care. Please do jump my Granny Dani. Not Pale Crown. I don't know that it's easy, but it could have been worse. Let's put it like that. Could have been way worse, considering the jumps they could have had, the items, the gaze that is missing there. So there's no instant Mr. Carlyle. Cessia has the hunting armor, but before Carlyle comes down, they're gonna be so fucked that I think Mr. Carlyle will make a difference here. In fact, she got stunned and killed before she could even through hunting, before she could even ulti. Legend Sylvina, non-pay crown, we barely tickle Mythic Granny with Leaf. You're right, not Mythic Granny. Mythic Granny with Leaf. That's a big difference. So we're looking for gaze, we're looking for something for Brian and Granny, but in the meantime, I'm rolling for units, right? I want a mythics. So we still have a few priorities, like this Arden lock and roll to find a mythic. Oh, double Brian. That's also a lock. I just need one more. Flora, I think I would buy one. I don't like the Violet Horn, to be fair. It's probably good on Brian, but I don't really like the item. It costs too much for what it does. That's an item I could play on Granny, but I mean Leaf of Life. Right? Last roll for Brian. There you go. You just need to call them. Easy game. Now, I really suffer the fact that he's only on simple bow. But, okay, right? We're still 1 off, 3 off, and this girl is never gonna come online, but okay. Take lift to 9, I will. Don't worry, if I get to 9, I will.